say a quick prayer. Lord, we thank you for your goodness. God, thank you for all things. Thank you for life, health, and strength. Thank you for this day. For this is the day you've made, and we shall rejoice and be glad in it. Thank you for life, health, and strength. Yeah, I don't know if I already said that, but just thank you for allowing us to come together and to have a lighthearted moment talking about our football team, which we enjoy. Thank you for having the opportunity to enjoy entertainment. Thank you for the platform to be able to talk to fellow fans. And thank you just for all your many blessings. Uh, we ask that you would encourage someone that comes on this stream, bring a smile to somebody's face, turn somebody's day around, turn somebody's frown upside down. Jesus' name we pray. Amen. Amen. What's up, y'all? Uh, it's victory. It's Victory Tuesday. Victory Tuesday. It sounds nice being able to come back after a dub, after a dub, and do a stream. Um, I don't know if I don't know if I'm gonna be able to make it to an hour. I got a lot of things I have to do. So we're gonna play it by ear, but definitely got to talk about last night. Real quick, if it's your first time on the channel, if it's not your first time, go ahead and hit that like and that subscribe button and that notification bell so you can get these streams and all my uploaded videos and even some of my shorts as soon as I drop them. Also, I am on the the voyage. I'm on the journey to 500 subscribers. Once we reach 500 subscribers, we will do a jersey giveaway. So if you want to be eligible for that giveaway, all you have to do is subscribe to the channel, and then I'll give you a couple other things. But it is free of charge. Trust me, free jersey. You don't have to pay shipping, handling. I don't need your social security number. I don't need none of that. I'm just doing it out of the goodness of my heart. So if you want to be eligible for that, hit that subscribe button and share this channel with your other fellow Falcon fans so they can have a chance too. Even if you're a sports fan and you're not a Falcon fan, you can still sub and have a chance to win as well. All right. Last night. let me set this up. I've been talking about this to myself all day. The Eagles, I don't know if they thought it was just the Falcons taking a plane trip to Philadelphia to get their butts whooped. I don't know if they bought into the hype from ESPN, but ESPN all but crowned the Eagles winners before the game even started last night. Jason Kelsey, I know he's retired. I know he's a former Eagle, but they had him dancing around, jumping around like he was in the disco on stage with Nick Foles celebrating the win before they even got the win. And I'm like, what is going on, ESPN? Ryan Clark dressed up in a suit like he's getting ready to give the post-game speech after the Eagles win. I'm like, man, this man got a whole tuxedo on. What is going on? They celebrating the victory before they even got it. What's up, y'all? Welcome in. Hit that subscribe button. Get a chance to win a free jersey. Once I get to 500 subscribers, you can have a chance to win a free jersey. All you got to do is subscribe to my channel. What's up? What's up? Eagles sold. Yes, they did. Yes, they did. They got a little bit too ahead of themselves. As we used to say it, they counted their chickens before they were hatched. Or should I say, they counted their eagles. They counted their little baby eagles before they hatched. But that disturbed me. Thank you for subbing, TZ. What's going on, Martinina Great? Man, appreciate the love. Go ahead and sub to the channel. Go ahead and sub to the channel. You can have a chance to win a free jersey of your choice. All you got to do is sub. All you got to do is sub. Trust me, it's free. You don't have to buy anything. I'm just going to be showing love to all the people that showed me love. That's it. That's it. One person's going to get a chance, though. I can't give everybody a jersey. One person going to get a chance. But it disturbed me when I was watching ESPN, though. These folks were talking about the Eagles. Eagles this, Eagles that, Eagles this, Eagles that. Jason Kelsey was out there doing his thing, man. Nick Folks was out there doing his thing. They was having a big old party. Uh, they just. I got a question in here. Martin the Great. Jaden Daniels. Well, he's a rookie. He's a rookie. He got some growing pains, but I think he's going to be a good player. I think he's going to be a good player. Um, so the game is set up like that. I'm like, I'm like, okay, they clearly want the Eagles to win. Then they do the predictions before the game, and the one lady, I don't know her name, but she's a blonde lady. She's on ESPN. Everybody else picked the Eagles, and then she goes, "Well, I'm picking the Falcons because I don't want the Eagles to lose. And if we all pick the Eagles, then that's just bad mojo. That's just bad karma." And I'm like, "What?" I'm like, "Nah, go ahead. You already said what you said. You think the Eagles gonna win?" Then somebody said, "Oh, it's gonna be 50-0," and they just acting like the Falcons are just we just flew up there just to get our butts whooped. We just flew up there to be doormats so y'all can walk all over us. Forget that we a professional NFL team, okay? Yeah, we a professional football team. We didn't come down here to shake hands with nobody and rub elbows. Came down here to play football, right? So that kind of irritated me, man. So from the beginning, I was like, you know what? I don't like how ESPN is giving our Falcons no love, no credit. I hope we go out there and make a good showing. And from the jump, I could tell the Falcons were here to play. I do actually. I got some jerseys, man. I wore my jersey last night on my stream. My Dante, no, D'Angelo Hall, my D'Angelo Hall jersey. I wore that. I ain't gonna say for good luck because I don't believe in luck, but I just felt like wearing it. So D'Angelo Hall, what good with you, Wallace? What's good with you, bro? Welcome in, welcome in. I got a Michael Vick Falcons jersey as well. And I think I have a Champ Bailey jersey around here somewhere. He used to be one of my favorite players. You should know him. He played for Georgia, right? He played for Georgia. Um, I don't know what that is, sir. I do not know that. What you think of the game last night, Wallace? Mr. Smith, what you think of the game last night? This is Victory Tuesday. Victory Tuesday. Just talking about the game. But yeah, we didn't show up to lay down. It was seemingly a victory for the Eagles before the Falcons even got to town. So I think I don't know if Raheem Morris saw the pregame coverage. I don't know if anybody in the Falcons locker room saw the pregame coverage, but it was lightweight disrespectful. It was a little bit disrespectful towards the Falcons. Granted, we played bad against the Steelers. I know. Everybody's saying, what's wrong with Kirk? What is wrong with Zach Robinson? What kind of offense is he running? Caleb McGarry can't block. All these questions about what the Falcons are doing and how really they just looked like an inferior team against the Steelers week one. They just looked like a team that wasn't ready for week one. They looked like they needed another week of preparation. I'll be honest with that. Um, but I was hoping that they could get things right on Monday night because everybody's watching. It's the only game. It's the last game of the week, and we can't come out here and get mollywopped. We did at least come out and put up a fight, right? Um, Dad is happy that the Falcons, absolutely, absolutely. So I started noticing at the beginning of the game that the play calling was much better by Zach Robinson. Zach Robinson did a great job last night. He really mixed things up. Even though we still gave you a heavy dose, we spread that Bijan around. Yeah, we spread that Bijan mustard all the way around. Bijan set the tone, no doubt about it last night. He was physical. He was hitting the hole. Um, that really set the tone for the rest of the night. And that defense, those safeties had to come up. At some point, those safeties had to come up and respect the run because Bijan was going to have a monster night if they didn't. And once we got those safeties to creep up, we took those shots, man. I said it on stream. I streamed the whole game last night. If you want to go back and watch it, It's about 3 hours long, but I'm trying to get the clip of the end of the game so I could just put that in the short of my celebration. But let me see if I can figure out how to do it. But yeah, it was just really good to see Bijan be able to have his way early, and then also watch the offensive line. The offensive line kept us in that game. The offensive line protected Kirk Cousins for the most part. He had plenty of time for most of the night. Let me see what we got. I'm going to be honest. We have to give up the absolutely, absolutely, absolutely. The O line, Kirk is overrated. I don't care for him. That's your opinion. Hey, you entitled to your opinion. That's why it's Falcons therapy, baby. We ain't judging nobody. I'm not judging somebody that has a different opinion. I'm gonna say this: I've never been a Kirk Cousins fan, but I became a fan last night. I became a fan last night. I'm telling you. Um, Offensive line was amazing last night. Offensive line, Caleb McGarry. We was calling you trash. Uh, we were, we were berating you, bro. JJ Watt is just another animal. He's just another type of human being. He's just different, bro. He's just different. Everybody don't have a JJ Watt on their team. So Caleb McGarry, I personally want to apologize for calling you trash week one because you proved your worth last night. You blocked your butt off last night. Caleb McGarry, Jake Matthews, you blocked your butt off. Lindstrom, Bergeron, and Dahlman. All of you deserve credit. And Kyle Pitts and Drake London, you guys blocked your butts off too for Bijan and Tyler Algier all night. The receivers deserve a lot of credit for some of those runs that we were gashing them with. The receivers were blocking. And like I said, Kyle Pitts, he really haven't gotten um, on the same page with Kirk Cousins yet this season, but he's blocking his butt off though. He's not taking plays off when he's not getting the ball. So I appreciate that, Kyle Pitts. Even though you ain't scoring no points for my fantasy team right now. Wallace says Kirk is not overrated, and he is who he is. Okay. Who playing again? You said, is he playing again? But I want to know from you guys, who do you think was the most important player for the Falcons last night? Give me a one if it's Bijan Robinson. Give me a two if it's Kirk Cousins. Give me a three if it's Jesse Bates the third. Give me a four if it's Zach Robinson, offensive coordinator. 9. So you say all the above, huh? Our O-line showed they could block on passing downs. Absolutely, they did. So a 2. I said Kirk Cousins. No, I said Bijan, Kirk Cousins. So Wallace say Kirk Cousins. Okay. Um, you know, I think Bijan really set up what Kirk did later on in the game by his aggressiveness and his ability to be able to gash the defense, which brought the safeties up, which let him get that touchdown to Darnell Mooney because there was nobody back there. There was no safeties back because they were scared of that run. They brought everybody up into the box. I mean, how many times do you see a defense do that on a run down, on first down? That was a first down play, if I'm not mistaken. We had the tendency to run on first down, and I said it on the stream. We're going to have to switch this up because they're keying on that first down run, right? We're going to have to switch it up. We're going to have to play action. That's what we were asking after week one. Why aren't we play actioning? Kirk Cousins is one of the best play action quarterbacks in the league since he's been in the NFL and been a starter. Why aren't we utilizing the play action? Well, you saw it last night. Okay? You saw it last night. Kirk Cousins and the play action. I think trade Kirk Cousins for Bryce Young. Nah, bruh. Shout out to Bryce Young, though, man. Things ain't always easy, bro. It might have just not been his time right now. He just, he might just need new scenery, new coach, new training, new system, and he could turn out to be a good QB. You never know. Sometimes a change of scenery is good for a guy. So, I don't want to give up on the guy yet, call him a bum and all that type of stuff. But sometimes a change of scenery is good for you. So, shout out to Bryce Young, man. 139 left in the game, and Kirk drove them down the field to win the game. And that's why I said Kirk. I like the reasoning, Mr. Wallace. I I ain't got nothing to say to you. Except for I see no lies. I see no lies. No timeouts. So let's just fast forward. The last drive. No timeouts. Okay, but before that, the Eagles have the ball. 3rd and 4, I believe it was. Or 3rd and 3. 1 minute, 30 and change on the clock. A chance. If they get the first down, the game's over. If they get the first down, the game is over. Falcons need to stop. Instead of running the ball, which would have ran 40 seconds off the clock, which would have put the time on the clock under 1 minute when the Falcons got the ball, they throw a pass. Albeit it was an open pass. I'll be the first one to admit. Saquon Barkley was wide open in the flats. If he would have caught the ball, he would have easily got the first down. Game over. But Saquon drops the ball. Instead of going for it, they kick the field goal. They're up 6. And it's set up for Kirk Cousins to become a legend overnight. No timeouts. 1:30 on the clock. No timeouts. Can you drive your team for a touchdown? There you go. 146. I knew it was 130 something and change. 146. I thought it was 3rd and 4. You can't write a better script for a new quarterback or quarterback of a new team coming off an Achilles injury after an embarrassing loss week 1 where people are questioning whether he is still a viable quarterback in this league, questioning his health, questioning his decision making, questioning the offensive coordinator. Does this guy even know what he's doing? Zach Robinson, this guy from the Rams, I thought he was supposed to be the next great offensive mind out of Sean McVay's coaching tree. He looked like he didn't even know how to coach week 1. All these questions surrounding the Falcons. You got a chance to answer them all with 1 minute and 39 seconds on the clock. What do you do? Zach Robinson, shout out to you once again. You called a great drive. A great drive. I don't know how much influence he necessarily had during the drive or before that drive. Like I said, preparation is everything, right? Clearly, they have prepared for that end the game 2-minute drill. Clearly, you could see the preparation was there. They knew their plays they were going to. They didn't look confused. They knew where to line up. They knew their formations. They knew where they were going to target the Eagles. It was a masterpiece. It was a masterpiece. They got down to the Eagles, 15 with almost a minute left on the clock. And then I was like, hey, we need to slow it down. We got to score too fast. But one thing in NFL, you don't ever want to worry about how fast you're scoring, really. But I just knew that there's that slight chance, man. There's that slight chance that if we score too fast, they have enough time to come down and kick that field goal. But that was a great drive. Great drive. Great preparation. I do follow other sports. I follow basketball heavy. I'm a Golden State Warriors fan. Shout out to the Dubs. Yeah, definitely a big hoops fan. Big hoops fan. But Yeah, that Saquon drop gave us life, man. It gave us life. And you know what? I think the reason why they call that, and the reason why they went for it on 4th and 4 earlier, or 4th and 6, or whatever they had in the first quarter, they did not really respect the Falcons as a viable opponent. I just feel like there was that factor in there where they did not think the Falcons were going to win this game. They did not think the Falcons were good enough to win this game, and we showed them. They left the door open, and we kicked that thing down. Jesse Bates the third with another huge play. He made so many huge plays last year, albeit in a losing season. But Jesse Bates the third, man, when the play needed to be made, I said we needed one turnover. We needed a turnover. We didn't turn the ball over. We had to win the turnover battle, and we did that. On the road, hostile environment, you can't lose the turnover battle. And we made the turnover at the time to seal the game. Yeah, that's a good point. I didn't think they would win, but I'm glad they did. Right on, bro. Uh, just scored a TD and don't worry about how much time is left on the clock. Absolutely. Because I was thinking like, they could kind of run the ball, but the offense was flowing and clicking so much at that point. I was like, man, just don't mess it up. Let's just keep it rolling. You never know. You might hand that ball off. I mean, one time Bijan fumbled the handoff. You don't know. But Kirk had it cooking. He was getting the swag back, and he stopped thinking about where the receivers were going to be, and he was just letting it go. He already knew where they were going. He was just letting that thing go, man. And I love that. I was saying it during the game. I said he looks a little bit gun shy. He looks like he's just thinking extra half a beat or whole beat. He's just a little bit off with his throws. You saw a lot of his throws were going down into the turf, and the receivers having to adjust their bodies to catch those passes that were really low. And I think that's just because he was holding the ball too long. He was squeezing that ball too long. Let it go, Kirk. Let it go. He was thinking too much. Um, but he really found something with that game-winning drive, that no huddle. Um, something clicked. Something clicked. I don't know if it's gonna carry over to Kansas City. I can't say whether or not it's gonna carry over to the next game on Sunday night. But something clicked last night with Kirk Cousins. He shook off the rust, and he became a legend. He became a legend. He became somebody that I'm going to cheer for the rest of this season. We had no timeouts. Absolutely. 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 Had to go for the score. Couldn't worry about how many seconds were left on the clock at that point. Because we did leave like 30 plus. We left about 30 plus seconds. But like you said, no timeouts. Crazier things have happened. You know what I'm saying? You don't want to mess up the momentum right there. Go ahead and get the TD and trust your defense. And our defense came through. Defense came through. What a great game. I highlighted some defensive players that I saw that jumped out on the tape. I watched the game 2 times. I watched it once with no sound while I was streaming, and then I watched it again with sound after the stream, so my stream would get blocked by YouTube. And the guys that jumped out on the tape for good reasons. Of course, Jesse Bates the third. He's the number one guy that jumped out on me. He had a crucial pass breakup where he punched the ball out. Devontae Smith would have been a possible touchdown, or ball on the 1 inch line or half-yard line. That's a touchdown for the Eagles. They're going to freaking brotherly shove and tush push if we don't knock that ball out. So That was a huge play by Jesse Bates the third, man. That was a huge play in the game. Hold the Eagles to a field goal. If they get that touchdown, it's possible that the Falcons aren't even close enough to win that game because then they could have been down 2 scores instead of 1 score. Just a crucial play in the game by Jesse Bates the third, and we know what he did at the last play of the game, securing that interception. Um, Matthew Judon, he was getting a little bit of pressure on Kirk. One thing I'm noticing about Judon, though, I don't know if he's in the best shape right now. See him coming out a lot. I don't know if that's by design or what. I don't know if he's just getting tired, but I'm seeing him come out of the game a lot. We need him. We need him in the game for more plays. We need him in the game for more plays. So hopefully, Judon, you can get your wind up, get your stamina up these next few games, and we can see you in the game at least half the game, man. Welcome in, welcome in. If you aren't a subscriber, hit that subscribe button for your boy. Welcome in. I'm asking the question. Let me know who was the most important player last night. Was it number 1, Bijan Robinson? Was it number 2, Kirk Cousins? Was it number 3, Jesse Bates the third? Or was the most important person not actually on the field? Was it number 4, Zach Robinson? Let me know. Who was the most important person in the dub last night for the Falcons? Okay. I think it's by design. I noticed they subbed all 4 uh, linemen for the second. I believe it was the second drive. Like Grady wasn't out there, Onyemata wasn't out there, Judon wasn't out there, and Ebiketie. So yeah, I think you're right on that, Mr. Wallace. Um, I think you're right on that. I would just like to see Judon in there more because he's very disruptive when he makes up his mind quickly and what he wants to do. Because Jalen Hurts, he looks like a big guy, but that dude can move, man. So it's really frustrating playing a quarterback like that can move around and can run and is strong. You saw him break tackles. He was breaking arm tackles last night. So he's not an easy quarterback to bring down, but Judon registers his sack last night. It put some pressure on him. And last play of the game. Last play of the game. We generate pressure. I believe it was Caden Ellis comes off the edge, makes Hurst throw it up sooner than he wants to, and ball goes right into Jesse Bates the third's arm. So, got to find a way to generate more pressure, though. That's what I'm noticing. Jalen Hurst had a lot of time to survey the field and to throw or decide if he was going to roll out or decide if he was going to run. Just would like to see the Falcons get more pressure. We were blitzing, but we weren't getting home much. So that was concerning. Even on our blitzes, we weren't getting home half the time. Really would like to see us be able to generate pressure with 4 and not have to blitz. But like Mr. Smith said, got that D-line rotation. Excuse me, that D-line rotation is in there as to not let our linemen get extremely tired on one particular drive. So, yeah, but I overall I like what I saw from the defense. So Judon, I like what I saw from him. James Smith-Williams, I believe he's number 50. Correct me if I'm wrong. Number 50. I saw number 50 setting the edge like a monster last night. I saw him on that. He was on the defensive left side. That left end, he was setting that. Nobody was getting around that edge. He got beat a couple times by Jalen Hurst on some rollouts, but James Smith-Williams was setting that edge like a monster last night. So shout out to James Smith-Williams, number 50 for our defense. Good addition to this team, man. He was playing his role to a T last night. He was funneling everything, mostly everything, back inside. He was not allowing them to get around that edge. Who else? I saw AJ Terrell make some really good tackles on Devontae Smith. Devontae Smith, former Heisman Trophy winner, 1,000-yard receiver. This guy he's elusive. He's quick twitch. If you miss a tackle, he could take it to the house easily. He did get loose for a touchdown, but that was like they were playing a zone down there on the goal line. That wasn't AJ Terrell's assignment. So I did like some sure tackling. I saw gave up one pass behind him, kind of had his eyes in the backfield. But other than that, I really like what I saw from AJ Terrell last night. Just his sure tackling and not giving up the big play behind him. So good job, AJ Terrell. Clark Phillips got some run last night. I saw Mike Hughes kind of get banged up a little bit. He was limping a little bit. Next thing you know, saw Clark Phillips in there. He made some big tackles on Saquon. I mean, Saquon kind of ran him over, but he got him on the ground, and that's all we care about. Clark Phillips putting his body on the line, getting Saquon Barkley on the ground. Shout out to you, man. He's probably one of the smaller guys that's going to always be on the field, but he is not afraid of contact. So shout out to Clark Phillips. And David Onyemata. Saw him get in the backfield. Chasing Hurts around, man. Like I said, he's not an easy quarterback to bring down. Lesser quarterback probably would have been sacked by Onyemata because he kind of had him almost in his grasp a few times, but really like the overall effort from the defense. Also, Simmons had a couple nice plays. Big tackle there on the goal line on a good what was it, a wide receiver screen call. He makes a big tackle there to prevent them from getting in the end zone. So yeah, all three levels really saw some good play. Troy Anderson though. Troy Anderson. Correct me if I'm wrong. This is the only negative that I saw. Troy Anderson seemed to be Big Low. Wait a minute. Come on, man. We got a celebrity in the house. What in the world, Bo? What in the world? Big Low Country, man. If you are a Falcons fan and if you are not subscribed to Big Low Country Sports, I don't know what you're doing. I don't know what you're doing with your life. Go subscribe to his channel now. If you are not subscribed, this man, come on. I call him the Godfather of Falcon content creation. He's the Godfather. He's the Godfather. Just like James Brown is the Godfather of soul, he's the Godfather of Falcon content creation. So, Big Low. We talking about, now I was talking about Troy Anderson. I saw a lot of positives last night. Saw some positives from Jesse Bates III, Clark Phillips, Matthew Judon, AJ Terrell, David Onyemata. But it seemed like Troy Anderson was always a step behind, or he just wasn't quite reading the blocks right. He was taking the wrong angles on Jalen Hurts. He was taking the wrong angles on Saquon Barkley, giving up big runs. And I always saw him in chase mode instead of in attack mode. So that was the only really negative I saw with the defense. Other than that, man, the Eagles are a tough team to defend. They're a tough team. I was hoping it wasn't just me because I don't like to single nobody out. I'm a fair guy. You know what I'm saying? But it wasn't just one time. You feel me? It was about 4 or 5 of them things, and I'm like, whoa, Troy, what you doing? Where you going? So I did see that. I saw that as well. It jumped out. It jumped out to me the second time I watched the game. I was telling them I watched the game twice already. Watched it first time with no sound, and then I watched it again with sound. That was my bedtime story last night, and I happened to see some of these things. So, okay, just as long as I'm being fair, man. If I'm not being fair, let me know. So I'm a man of the people. But Big Low, what was your assessment of the overall performance? What was your assessment of the overall performance? Was it just we got the dub and that's all we care about? Or would you like to see improvements in certain areas? Let me know. Let me know what you think. I personally think there's definitely some room for improvement. I think Kirk left a few throws out there, but he looked comfortable, man. He looked comfortable. He looked comfortable on that last drive. As comfortable as I've seen him in the first 2 weeks. He looked comfortable, boy. Yeah, absolutely. Did you see him standing in that pocket though? He was standing in that pocket like he was on top of the Empire State Building. He was just standing in that pocket strong. That was probably my favorite part of the night. He looked so confident. He looked so comfortable just standing there with the chaos going on around him. But he looked like he was at peace. And he was just scanning the field. Where am I going? That was a beautiful sight to see. They did. I agree with you. The Eagles ran all over us. They, like I said, they're a tough team to defend, man. Christie's in the house. What's going on? Rise up. Yeah. Victory Tuesday. Victory Tuesday. He looked comfortable. Like you said, as the game went on, he looked more comfortable and more comfortable and more comfortable. That was very encouraging. Very encouraging. Um, Eagles ran on. Saquon is a beast, man. He's a beast. And then when you throw in Jalen Hurts, they got pulling guards and the center pulling around tackle. For that big man, he's already a big guy. I mean, but then you like my man was saying earlier, they have the biggest O line. I think they average what 340. They average 340. That's those are mammoth men coming around the corner, looking to take your head off. So we definitely, I think we need to tighten up the run defense for sure. Oh, Judon. Oh yeah. I think you mean Matthew Judon. Oh, we talked about him. Oh yeah. I talked about him, Bo. I said I wish he was out there for more plays. Cause when he's in there, he's a factor. He had a sack last night. He had a tackle for loss last night. He's a different animal. We don't have anybody else on this team that can do what he does. Oh, Richie Grant, come on. I forgot about in the corner. In the corner. Yes. He made a heck of a play in zone coverage on that throw to the corner in the end zone. Could have easily been a touchdown. Oh my gosh. Thank you. That has slipped my mind. I was saying during the game, 27, is that Richie Grant? Did Richie Grant just make that play? And I kept saying to myself, is that Richie Grant? Absolutely. He came in, and if he didn't do nothing else, if he don't do nothing else for the rest of the season, you made that play, bro. You made that play, Richie. And I can't even fault you. If you don't do nothing else for the rest of the year, bro, you made that play. That's more plays than you done made for the last 3 seasons. But, it is what it is. Richie Grant, yes. You came through last night, boy. Christy said defense got tired a little bit by the fourth quarter. Absolutely. Absolutely. And that'll happen when you got a big offensive line leaning on you like that. You're going to get tired. Christy said she liked that everybody stepped up. Like they knew Terry had his finger on the phone to now their replacement. Like they knew Mama was coming down the hall with the. Oh, talked about that too. Talked about that at the beginning, Bo. Come on, man. Kyle Pitts and Drake London and Ray Ray and Ray Ray. They blocked their butts off last night, man. They blocked their butts off last night. Kyle Pitts, especially. Him and Kirk still clearly not on the same page, not clicking yet, but it's okay. It's still early, but he's not letting it affect his overall game. He's still doing the little things to help the team win, and I appreciate that, Kyle Pitts. Absolutely. He's a team guy, a team player. Because I know him and Kirk. I got a feeling they gonna connect. They gonna. It's gonna get clicking. It's gonna get cracking between Kirk and Kyle, Double K. But it's just gonna take a little time. They're gonna take a little more practice work. But um, I feel like Kyle Pitts, his routes are slow forming, and I feel like Kirk was just in a little bit of a rush, a little bit. So I feel like Kyle Pitts broke open on some of those throws, but Kirk had already made up his mind and released that ball. Kyle, Coach Raheem looked at James Evans when he was about to get at JJ. I knew that. Coach Heem, boy. Coach Heem. I know that was a huge weight lifted off his shoulders last night. Because you could see all the range of emotions from Coach Heem on the sideline. He looked loose at the beginning of the game. And then as the game was going on, he was kind of like, and then right before half, he had that positive look because he had to have that, that little sideline interview. And then the Eagles score and kind of take control. Time of possession, they whooped us in the second half. Time of possession, they killed us in the second half. And you can see Coach Heem's disposition. But that final drive, you seen him light up. Seen him light up. That's a huge confidence boost going into next week. Absolutely, man. Um, uh, One of the analysts made a point. The Falcons' next three games. I mean, I was talking about the first three games at the beginning of the year. Steelers, Eagles, Chiefs, and then saying we're gonna be able to get back on track after that. But we got the Chiefs now. We got the Saints, and then we got the Buccaneers. Those are three teams that have not lost. Those three teams are undefeated. Our next three games. So this was almost a must win for us. This was almost a must win to avoid having the possibility of going. I'm not saying we're going to lose the next three. I'm not saying that. But we got some tough games. We got some tough games coming up. The Saints game ain't looking like a cakewalk anymore. I don't know what the heck kind of steroids they on over there. Like, they almost scored 50 points. I'm like, what? What is going on in New Orleans? They got a new offensive coordinator, man. The Saints are looking good. They looking kind of scary good, man. Uh, um, Chiefs are going to get their first loss on Sunday night. Name it and claim it, Mr. Smith. Name it and claim it. Um, if we could just play fundamental football and not turn the ball over, I like our chances. Why not us? Why can't we hand them their first L of the season? Why not us? We at home. They coming to our house. Let's give them something. Let's give them something on Sunday night. Let's give them something. Back on prime time. The only game on TV. Those are the games that you really want to play in. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying that you should get up, that you should be more pumped up or have more to prove for a Sunday night or Monday night, but you just can't help it. You the only game on. You know what I'm saying? It's just a different feeling. And before I forget, I'm always kind of, reminding myself, if you are not subscribed to this channel and you are in here, go ahead and hit that subscribe button for a chance to win a free jersey. And my jersey giveaway once I hit 500 subscribers. I'm almost there. I'm steadily climbing. I'm making moves. I'm making moments. Not right now. I'm making moments. So if you have a chance, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Hit that like button. Your boy would really appreciate it. Trust me, you won't have to pay for anything. This is no ruse. This is nothing. that you'll have to do at all. It's just out of the goodness of my heart to thank you for supporting me. So I want to do something very kind for somebody else. Uh, so, what are y'all thinking going into Sunday? What are y'all thinking going into Sunday? What do the Falcons have to do to win against the Kansas City Chiefs? Pacheco's out. Yep. Hollywood Brown is out. Um, Still got Rasheed Rice. Still got Worthy. Still got Kelsey. Uh, they might pick up Kareem Hunt. They might, they might sign him. I heard he's visiting there today, but that probably won't be even a factor on Sunday because I doubt he even gets in the game if he's been sitting out all this time and no training camp. Chrissy says, I hope the Chiefs underestimate the Falcons as the Steelers. And I think she meant the Eagles. And the Eagles did. Pacheco actually has a fractured fibula. A fractured fibula. He's out 6 to 8 weeks. Yeah, so he's going to be out for a while. He's going to be out for at least 2 months probably. I hope the Chiefs underestimate us too. Everybody thinking this is the same old Falcons, right? It's the same old Falcons from the last, 2-3 seasons. 4-5. Let's be honest. 4-5. I mean, we've been struggling for a minute, but I think this is a new era. This is a new era. These are not your same old Falcons. These are not your same old Falcons. The Packers content creators projected at least 15 to 20 point lead. Yes. ESPN did the same thing before the game. You didn't see it? They said they were going to win 50-0. And I'm like, how disrespectful. They said it was going to be 50-0. And they might have been joking, but you don't say that. I'm like, bro, that's not even low-key disrespectful. That's so disrespectful. Packers had it as 32-10. Wow. That's crazy. Welcome in, y'all. Welcome in. I got about 12 more minutes on here, then I got to get rolling. 12 more minutes. Because I got school today, and I got a couple of errands I got to run before I hit school. But so happy about last night's victory. I'm going to try to get that short of my instant reaction live of that game-winning drive if I can. I'm going to figure out how to do it when I get back home after school. I was just so elated with that victory, but it's only one. Coach Heem said it last night, and I'm going to echo his words. He did not get the head coaching job to beat the Eagles on Monday Night Football. We have bigger goals. We got bigger goals. So we got more wins to come. Last night was just the beginning. That was his first win as the official head coach, not the interim, because I think he did get a couple of interim wins. But as officially the head coach of the Atlanta Falcons, Coach Heem's first victory. Congratulations, Coach Heems. But like you said, man, we got a long way to go. You got more wins to get. And the ultimate prize. Oh, I meant to talk about the penalties. Thank you for reminding me. Can we do away with the gun celebration? Can we do away with that? Can we let's just do away with the gun culture as a celebration for a touchdown, for a turnover, for a sack, for a first down. I think the NFL even banned it recently. Like it's banned. No more gun celebrations. Like it's not needed. It's not needed in the league. Take that out of your arsenal for celebrations, guys. I know Drake London did it, and I I'm gonna be honest, I can't fault him because I felt like I saw 10 other guys do it on Sunday, and those didn't get called for penalties. So I don't know why his got called. Maybe because he was right next to the official, but it's not needed, man. Um, it's not needed. It's not needed. There's so many other ways you can enjoy the game of football without making references to guns and assault rifles and all that type of stuff. Let's just act like we have won a game before. When you make a play, act like you made a play before. When you get a touchdown, it's okay to celebrate, but just act like you act, don't act like it's your first touchdown. If it's not your first, like, be professional. Let's go out there and be professional, guys. Ray McLeod, he got his he got his mouthpiece ripped out by C.J. Gardner Johnson, who was talking all type of trash out there last night. I'm so glad we beat them, man. I'm so glad the dude was talking every time. Every time he was around the ball, he was talking, and he gives up the touchdown to Darnell Mooney. Okay, but okay, I got to get to Darnell Mooney, but yeah, C.J. Gardner Johnson, he was out there running his mouth, bumping his gums, which that's your right. That's your right. You can talk trash, but he gave up a big play. Gave up a big play, and in the end, he had to humble himself and shake hands. So yeah, I definitely think London learned his lesson. I saw the post game press conference. He definitely apologized for that, and said he was sorry. So I don't think he'll do it again. I just hope that I'm not even just talking about the Falcons. I'm just talking about in general, all over the league, even college. Let's just do away with the gun celebrations. It doesn't look cool to me. There's nothing cool about it. We're not promoting violence. We're not promoting shooting anybody. Uh, we're just not going to promote that in the sport. There's that culture. Whatever it is, that trap house, uh, dope boy culture does not belong in the National Football League. Does not belong in the NCAA. Not belong in the NBA. None of that. So I just hope we do away with that celebration altogether. Not just talking about the Falcons, just all together. Let's just be more professional. You know, dance. You know, if you can't dance, find something creative to do. You can do something creative besides shooting a gun. That's all I'm saying. But Darnell Mooney showed up last night, and he is the weapon that I thought he would be. He is the weapon that I thought he would be for the Falcons. He has speed, he has good hands, and he can beat man to man coverage. You saw him beat the first round pick for the Eagles on a crucial play on that last drive, set us up. We scored a touchdown a couple plays later. He's good in man. He's good in zone. Darnell Mooney, man. He said, "Give me my Mooney." I was working on that. I ain't gonna lie, I was working on that. Give me my Mooney. Come on, man. Every time he makes a play, I'm saying that from now on. Give me my Mooney. Come on, man. All the receivers showed up. You right about it. You right about it, Mr. Smith. All the receivers showed up last night. Jake London made some contested catches. I always feel like that first completion on a game-winning drive is so important. That first throw. Kyle Pitts, he didn't have a big day, but guess what? He makes a tough contested catch on that first throw of that game-winning drive. That set the tone, man. That set the tone. It was like a 10-yard or 9-yard completion, but it set the tone for the rest of the drive. So, Kyle Pitts, shout out to you too. We know what Bijan did. We know what Bijan did. He went out there and just does what he does. I mean, He really got to get better with that ball security. I noticed someone talking about that. You do see him get a little loose with the ball, and then you saw a fumbled exchange between him and Kirk Cousins, albeit he jumped on it and we did lose the possession, but would really like to see Bijan be a little more cognizant of the ball security. But other than that, man, Bijan, he's hard to bring down. He's shifty, and he was like one tackle away from breaking it open, like three or four times, like one tackle away, man. I think he's going to break out eventually. He's a great talent. We are very blessed to have him in our backfield along with Tyler Algier. Tyler Algier looked like he got a little banged up last night, kind of a knee or something, late in the second half. So hopefully he's okay. But he had a contribution as well. A couple nice runs for us, caught a pass. So yeah, offense showed out last night. Offense showed out. And like I said before, shout out to Zach Robinson. He looked like an NFL offensive coordinator last night. He looked like he was calling plays in the NFL. Um, yeah, yeah, we had to. We had to. We had to throw it over the top because they brought all the safeties down because they couldn't stop Bijan. They brought They brought both safeties down trying to stop that run. We had to hit them over the top. We wouldn't be doing Muddy Moody. That was called him that too. Muddy Moody. Yes, yes, I love it. Money Moody. He was money last night. Hey, wish I had picked him up in my fantasy league like I thought to, but then I was like, nah, I'm gonna roll with Kyle Pitts, and I regret that. But I'm definitely getting Mooney off that waiver wire tomorrow. Um, but yeah, just a real. I love when we can, come together, have some laughs, and talk after a victory, man. It almost feels too good to be. It feels kind of strange, right? Kind of feels like I'm dreaming, but I know I'm not dreaming. Let me pinch myself. No, it's not a dream. Falcons do win last night, 22-21, in a thriller on Monday Night Football against the Philadelphia Eagles. Us against the world. Clearly, nobody but the Falcons fan base thought we were winning that game last night. So it was us against the world. And I love those scenarios. Love being the underdog. Love when everybody's counting you out. It just feels so much better. So much more fulfilling when people say you can't do it and you show them you can do it. So any final thoughts? Any final thoughts before I get up out of here? I got to eat and then I got to hightail it up out of here. Thank y'all for coming through. Mr. Smith, shout out to you. Christy, you already know what it is. Thank y'all for showing up. If anybody's here and you're watching this stream after the fact on a replay, go ahead and hit that subscribe button, hit that like and that notification bell so you can get my streams and my videos as soon as I upload them. I appreciate you. You could be anywhere else, but you decided to come by and holler at your boy. And I appreciate you. Appreciate you, Mr. Smith. Thank you for coming through. I'll be back on probably not tomorrow. I got a lot of homework. Let's say guaranteed on Friday, but we might make it. We might come in on Thursday as well. But I'll be here for sure on Friday, and we'll do a preview of the Sunday night game, Falcons versus Chiefs. But I might surprise you. Show up a little bit tomorrow. I might. We'll see. Maybe I'll just do a little short something, but we'll see. I'll surprise y'all. Keep y'all guessing. But if I don't see you tomorrow or Thursday, I'll be back Friday, 12:30, same time, same place. It's your boy, Let Us Pray. Hope you're having a blessed and a prosperous day. Thank y'all for coming. Tell those that you love them while you can. Peace. And I'm out. Give me my money. Let's go, baby.